Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 25 of Direwolf20's Forgecraft series. Today, we are playing with Golem some more. Hooray! So, let's test that everything's behaving properly. Yay! Item spewing. Ha! Awesome. Mr. Golem is doing a good job of picking up items. And I was playing a little bit between episodes with my provide and my stock seal. I don't know if stock is exactly the one I want to go with. Maybe. So stock looks like you specify how many you want to keep in the inventory, which is why we're only getting one iron at a time. I played with it a little bit. You can change how many it stores, but the UI doesn't show it. It looks funny. So like, for example, I'll go ahead and put the stock seal on here just to demonstrate. Right? So I can put like a lever in there. And it has that star icon, but like I clicked more and he was putting more in, and I was right clicking and he was putting less in, and then like eventually it removes it. So I think like the number's changing, but it's just not showing on the UI. So I think it was just being a little bit derpy derp, but that's okay. That's okay. Beta, right? So provides a thing, right? Butcher, collect, store, empty. We might just want to go with empty, but we might want to filter it somehow. Like I wanted to go provide, right? So there's like, is stock really the only one that is available for the things that I want to do? It might have to be stock. And if that's the case, then we'll just have to deal with it, right? And that's okay. That's okay. I'm okay with that. So we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out for sure. Because I want to make sure that like basically he doesn't take the item out of the smeltery and or take it out of like the provider chest, which is what I've decided to go with. So rather than having you keep in stock the items, I'll have them export into like a buffer chest. I think that's probably like the better way to go with it. Though, I mean, we could try, let's try it without this option. And if it works out, then cool. And if not, then whatever, right? So what do we have by way of ore that we've collected thus far? We've got some iron, we've got some lead, we've got some gold, and we've got some silver. So let's make sure that you're ready to export all of that stuff. And I might wind up with the old... Should I keep one in at a time, or should I like have them keep a bunch? Part of me wants to keep like a bunch, right? Like maybe we put 32 of each in here, just so like in theory it would keep as much as it can, right? Can I? No, shift is to remove it entirely. So I probably have to click 32 times. I can't like control click or nothing now. But if I wanted 32 of each, that's probably a good starting point, right? So as we get lots and lots of ore, hopefully it'll just keep in stock what it's got. Does that sound cool? So then if I put all this ore away, he should be good to go. Nice. All right, I'll take that. So let's get a couple processors. Do we want to go sag mill, or do we want to go crusher, pulverizer, yada yada? Those are questions for the ages. I think I want to go thermal. Because we already play with Ender IO enough this series, and obviously, you know, it's all good. So could I... Do we have any thermal type things in here taught? Probably not. So I think it's about time that we teach thermal recipes to our patterns, right? So do we have any more patterns? And if not, can we get some more patterns? We can. Hooray for that. So you shouldn't have too much trouble making those, by the way. Psst, you shouldn't have too many trouble making those. Ah, you're cooking up glass. Okay, that's why. Right. So we'll want thermal. We'll want to say how to make 10 gears, right? We're going to want to know how to make these dudes. I'm supposed to be teaching patterns here. Yes. It probably wouldn't be a bad idea to know how to make copper gears, right? And we'll put all of you, can I? Yeah, I can. Nice. That's what's up. And more patterns should be done by now. Excellent. Neat. All right, so let's get So let's just think for a minute, right? Ores. Do we want to smelt every output of the ores? So when I pulverize you in a pulverizer, right? So let's look at, well, maybe not a good idea to look at all pulverizer recipes. Hopefully all the ores are clumped together. Boy, are there a lot. So like you, yeah, we want to smelt all of that. Right? I think we do want to smelt everything that we process. So what I'll probably do is have 3 pulverizers on top, or maybe on bottom, and 3 smelters on the bottom or top, doesn't matter. And what we'll do then is have the golems feed into the pulverizers and take out of the smelters and place them away somewhere else. Does that sound like a cool idea? I think that sounds like a cool idea. So, with that said, we're going to want, 6 of those dudes and 6 of those dudes. And we're going to want pulverizers. Let's just get some pistons. Like, because we don't usually... Missing wood. So first off, how about you learn what that means? Because you're going to need it. Okay. So pulverizer shouldn't be a problem to make. We're going to want some gears, some copper gears. Just get 10 of them. Okay. So 3 of those. And then the redstone furnace. We're totally going to want clay, because I don't think we have any bricks. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 4. We need more clay. And away we go to find clay. Hopefully, relatively... That might not be clay. Hey, where's my magnet, buddy? Whoosh. Clay, wherefore art thou, clay? Could this be clay? It could be. Good enough for me. Sweet. Alright. And then let's just throw like half a stack. Oops, wrong position. Usually I keep this on 6, and I did not this time. It's a race. Actually, do I have a smelter over here? I totally don't. That's okay. It's no longer a race. Right? So furnace, we're going to want 6 of these dudes. 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. Oh, good. Headaches. Faster to just craft it than to not. All right, cool. And then you, we might want a few more of these. So do you have energetics? No, you don't. All right, guys, so let's see what we got. All right, so I ran some cabling behind the wall. I just did that off camera real quick. We've got the pulverizers, so let's place them down here. And then we'll do these guys here, right? Your configuration will be such that you're outputting to the top. Does it matter where input is if the golem's putting in? I don't know. We're gonna find out. So like if the golem's interacting, right, I'd like to be able to make the front an input. And I don't know if I can. So we're gonna find out what's up, right? But you're gonna be blue on the bottom. And if I can't do the front as an input-output, like ideally, right, we would have, maybe what I'll do, because we're going to have so many of these things, I don't know. Like, part of me wants to, like, have a chest here that the golem feeds into, and then the chest feeds into the, but it's not going to be as fun, right? Like, it'll be cool to see golems running all over the place. I want to have, like, 3 or 4 golems in this room doing many different tasks. So like, let's just try it out, right? So you're going to be provide seal. You're going to provide out the top. Bing. And that's cool. And then you, sir, can be stock. Can I stock the front of you? And you're going to be stocked. Let's just go with, like, iron for now. Right? In fact, I'm going to take all these things out. Oh no, I'm going to keep the iron in there. Oh, and you need to have some better, like a stack upgrade, which I think I can handle because reasons. So you've got the seal, right? So your seal is going to say whitelist that. So will you be able to function with that, Mr. Golem? Or are you going to have to be on the right side with an open side like that? Because I think I would have to make this. So let's just change this to here. Actually, let's remove you for a sec, just to super prove this, right? So you're going to whitelist iron, right? And then you're going to be blue, and then boom, he did the thing immediately. Now if I turn that off, he's trying to put it in and it's failing. Interesting. Interesting mechanisms there. I'm seeing how things might work out. Okay, cool. Now, are you going to keep just one in there? Is that what you're going to do? He's like, what do I do now, Direwolf? And then this is going to be empty, and then boom, he's going to go get another one, I think. See? And he did. Right? Because like I said, so if I left-click this, he's going to keep 2 in there now. I think. See? He's keeping 2 in there now. Right? And if I right-click this, theoretically that should be showing a number 1 and a number 2, but I think that's like a bug in this version of Thaumcraft that we have on Forgecraft. Right? And now he's only going to keep 1 in there, and then as soon as it empties, he's going to go get another one. All right, cool. So that's interesting. That's interesting to note. I would love it if you could interact with the front of these machines. And unfortunately, I don't know that I can get him. There's not an augment for interacting with the front, is there? I mean, that seems like a waste of an augment slot for sure. But unfortunately, it doesn't look like I can interact with the front. Oh, that's annoying. Because that means we're going to have to change up. Like, there's options here, right? And I don't know. I don't know. Can I put it on the back where the cables are going in? I don't know that I can. I mean, it sits there. And you're blue. You're 100% overlapping. Let's, like, real quick, just remove you. So here's the thing, right? If I put the iron ore on the back, whitelisted, would you be able to do that if that was here? Technically, I want it like that, right? Can you do that, Mr. Golem? Just go. He does seem to be able to do that, so that's cool. So I can do that. I can do that. And that is very much what I will probably do. Right? So we'll get a couple stock things going. Right? And then we'll feed them into the back. And then we'll empty from the top, and we'll have some emptying guys going. And you will continue to have your store guy here. Right? This is the store one, I believe. You are not doing a good job of telling me what you are. Your store, I hope. And your provide. But that's interesting that, like, there's not a good way for me to see which one's which. No big deal, though. No big deal. All right, so we're going to want 3 stocks, 2 more, and we're going to want 3 total empties. And then I think that'll be cool, right? So let's go get 3 more stocks, or 2 more stocks and 3 total empties. So stocks need a store, which needs a blank. So let's get 2 more stores. Store needs daggery dudes for some reason. You need swords. Sword. Sword. Where is my... There it is. Cool. Okay. So that should be totally enough to get those 2 stores. And then we can get 2 more stocks, which may need a little bit more gold, but we'll figure it out. Sweet. Nice. Okay, so those are those 2. And then we're going to want 3 empties. Okay. And I mean, obviously, we could make this a little bit less complicated with, you know, piping and whatnot, but this is Direwolf having fun automating with golems, so we're doing this, right? So you're going to be blue out the back, and y'all are going to be red out the top. Okay, or orange. Okay. So you're going to have the empties. See how he already figured himself out? Nice. Because remember, there was iron ingots up there. Sweet. All right. So let's do this. Let's also turn you on. All right, my magnet's on. I wish I could like void. I have an idea. Ranged collector. I don't have that. Vacuum. So there's vacuum chests from Ender.io. Ooh, that's a potential. It's a potentially cool idea. How quick are you, vacuum chest? How quick are you to pick stuff up? And tell me I can filter you. So if you're... And can you work through line of sight? Would be a question. So I can put item filters in you. You do have a range. So what if we got a filter? I'm just spitballing here, right? Item filter from Ender.io. Yeah, you don't have any of that. Cool beans, Direwolf. Good job not having the things and the stuff. Ooh, look at that. Edit filter settings. That's a new one. You can whitelist cobblestone. Let's just see how that goes. Is that going to, like, magnet things towards it? Yeah, it does. I don't know if I love that. What other vacuum options do I have? Vacuum style item collection. There's absorption hoppers. That's an option. Or the actually additions thing, obviously, right? Because I don't think I can filter it on the other side. And I probably don't want to filter it on the other side. I want to filter it here. Let's forget this then. Because like I said, I'm trying to do this entirely with golems. So we'll hold off on that bit. Maybe more golems will help, right? But you guys should be pretty groovy. Let's get the rest of the ores. Let's let that run for a few minutes. And you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a few more golems. So what are my options for goleming? I mean, wood seems to be like a plenty fine sufficient material to make my golems out of, right? Mobility climbing, we don't need that. Biothermic eyes, improved visual acuity. Don't really need that. Flight, we don't need. Block breaking, we don't need. We don't need any of these manipulations. We could do material studies. Examine iron. Okay, like I've never examined iron before? Okay, if you say so. I've learned something new. It's iron. Sturdier than wood, hard to work with, and quite heavy. So I think that would be like a slower, but I'm curious what clay looks like. So let's see what attributes we would have if we made him out of iron, right? So he wouldn't be as fast. Reduces speed and agility, right? Clay, fireproof, right? So I think wood is probably where we want to stick with. But I like pretty much everything I have here. Do we need him to be smarter? I don't think so, because then he's just going to be fragile. And he'll be smart, but I don't think he needs to be smart. I don't think we need him to be smart. Right? So what I'm going to do is make, like, give me 5 minutes. I'm going to off-camera make 3 or 4 more golems, because I think my plan for this room is to have, like, a bunch of golems just working in there. And that would be cool, I think. So I'm going to make more of these. We might need some more plates if we don't have some already. And we'll be back in a minute. All right, I think we're getting there. Glass, let's go. Let's go with 4 more. Well, actually, no, I'm good. I'm good with this stuff. We're going to totally want more arcane mechanisms, though. Yeah, maybe I'm not ready. All right, so if I'm not mistaken, I have enough resources to make 4 more golems. 1, 2. Hopefully they stack. Yay, they do. 3, 4. Oh, Asnor, you master wizard of magical-looking awesomeness. I am impressed on a regular basis. So that should be 4 more golems, which we can now use to improve things here. So they're my little army of take care of the resources guys. Neat. Sweet. So I'd like to ideally have every type of ore available. Though, to be fair, I'm probably not going to find much tin and copper down where I'm mining. But we seem to have a healthy bit of the ores. Was black quartz on my list of things to process? Probably. But we'll see. Maybe real quick, I'm going to go and mine in the place with the things. At a higher Y level, just so I can have copper and tin on the list. And we'll be right back. Alright guys, between segments I did a little cleanup, got some things ready. I think we're cool to, like, you know, maybe do some of this. So what I'm gonna do, oh look at you, that's a neat way to do that. Okay, cool, that's a nice way, I like that. Boom, 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 and everything should just pop right back into position. Yes, yeah. So what I'm gonna do is load. Did I put them away? I probably did, because I'm a derp. Oh no, wait, there they are. Load these dudes up back here. Okay, and I wish I could shift click this in, but for now this will have to do, right? So you, let's line these up in a relatively intelligible manner, right? So you, and this will only keep one at a time, but that's okay, right? Maybe once we get an updated version of Thaumcraft that renders these numbers better, because I think it's just a client-server sync issue, would be my guess. And once that's fixed, I think we'll be in better shape, right, to actually see some things work. And then I'll bump the numbers up, kind of like I have over there. Maybe I'll make it like 32 per or something, so that the golems aren't just putting one item in at a time. Cool, so they should actually be working already. No? Yes? No? Maybe so? Ignores redstone, right? Yeah. Go. Execute. Go. Well, I wonder if I could just do use from same mod, because theoretically, like, most of those are from the same mod. And I mean, it's always going to be ores, right? I mean, it's either Thermal Foundation or Minecraft. We'll see. We'll see. Why are you guys not doing the thing? This is the part where you do the thing. This is the part where you execute. Go. Psst, go. Oh, now you're behaving. Interesting. Interesting. I had to bump it up. Oh, that's not good. Are you gonna drop items on the ground now? That's not what I want to see. That's not at all what I want to see. No, 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 no. That's not at all good. Golems, please be smarter than that. Wah, wah, wah. We're gonna have to solve that problem somehow. This might have to be an input chest kind of scenario. I mean, gladly they are taking the items out correctly, obviously, and they go right into there, and then, yeah. This might have to be an item conduit into the back of the pulverizers, because, and I think it even says that in the Thaumonomicon. I was just kind of glossing over it because I was really hoping that it wouldn't. It will not prevent overstocking should it occur by other means. That's what I read, but it, That's not ideal. If I can't prevent overstocking, then I'm going to have to go with a chest here. So we're going to have to do a chest here. You know what? Let's maybe even bump you up to an iron chest. Cool. And what we'll do is we'll put one control seal on you, and then we'll item conduit through the back. Does that sound cool? It's not the way I wanted this to work, but if I can't rely on him to not drop items all over the ground, which it looks like I can't, then we're just gonna have to do item conduits out the back, because that's obviously paramount of importance, right? We can't be having items all over the place like that. So you, sir. But we'll still see the coolness of, you know, golems doing golemly things. And you'll be extract, always active. Cool. And then we'll take, like we had before. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you are cool. Right, and then we can bell you. One, 2, 3. Like that. And then I'll do. So he should be, they should now be feeding those items in there. Beautiful. And they're processing the ores. Right? And there should be no more item spillage. And you're gonna cook the ores. The only time there might be item spillage is if this chest fills up. Which is obviously a possibility. But hopefully what would happen, and what I'd like to see happen, and what I'm gonna try to make happen, would be is if I had facades. Hey, 6 seems like a perfect amount. If I covered you guys up in facades, or not, I thought that's all I had to do to get facades. Do I have to paint it before I can? I might need to paint it. But yeah, you guys are doing your job. Good golemancing job. That's pretty nice. But yeah, if I could facade those up, then any items that did spill would theoretically be within the auto collection zone of the golems, and they would just pick them back up and put them away. And eventually it would hopefully get processed. And that would be cool. Hey, what are you, why are you coming out here? Who told you to come out here? Nobody told you to be out here. Your job, your home isn't here, Chief. Go in there and do work. And then they'll kind of collaborate a little bit. And that looks super cool. And they're all doing their job. Hey, I like it. All right, real quick, painting machine? Painting machine. Painting machine? So you need some infinity bimetal gears, which needs iron nuggets. So I need 2 of these. Oh, do I not have any more of that? All right, flint and steel time. I'll come back in a minute here after I make this guy. All right, painting machine, good. Boop-a-doop-a-doop. This is just to make it a solid block behind, so that if the item were gonna spill out, it wouldn't spill out behind the machine, but instead, well, I guess I could be breaking into here, technically. There's probably 1 or 2 more blocks that are just hokey-pokey-ish. Yeah, guys, go back inside, would you? Shoo. Now, I thought they couldn't climb. So that looks pretty good, right? Like, they are totally doing the job that they're supposed to be doing, and they're collecting and working, and I like that. That is definitely one of the very different kind of automated setups I've ever done before, and I think it's cool. What do you guys think? You like it? Our boar might be done. Or it's mining obsidian. I don't know. Regardless, well, no, there's... they might be done, yeah. We'll go check on our boar. But I think it is, unfortunately... Wait, did I turn it off? Oh, I did, huh. Okay. It should be wrapping up point for the episode, so let's do that. Let's wrap up here. We'll come back next episode. We'll continue playing with who knows what. I don't know. We'll see. But we have automated ore, so that's good, right? And lots of other cool things. So for now, you know what to do. Take it easy.